Today's lesson, I'm going to make a really quick video about how new technologies become relevant in the modern world. Whether that was by technologies, I don't mean iron swords and the Bronze Age. I mean rather computers, for example, Photoshop, AI, Shopify, stuff like that. And stuff that is really much better than the older, more known thing, but just takes a bit of time till it expands and becomes mainstream and really relevant. So we'll get straight into it. We're going to use mainly OpenAI for this because OpenAI is a very, very good example. OpenAI is the people that created ChatGPT, so if you don't know. So first, OpenAI was founded in December of 2015, I think, and 3 years later, they released ChatGPT version 1. So in 2018, ChatGPT version 1 released, and the only people that really used ChatGPT 1, although it was public, everyone could use it, it was very bad to today's standards. And so really only the people that created the ChatGPT were using it. So these are the three phases of popularity. And the first phase is the people that created it and that really studied it. So in this case, it might be Elon Musk, Sam Altman, the CEOs of OpenAI, and all the people that actually worked on ChatGPT at the time. So this was the first stage, and this was the longest stage. Obviously, it took them 3 years just to release ChatGPT 1. After this, they released ChatGPT 2 and 3 for like the next 2, 3, 4 years. And then after that, during like ChatGPT 3 and 3.5, it started becoming a bit more mainstream. Not very, very popular as it is today, but a bit more mainstream. This is a muscly arm, if you can't tell. It's supposed to represent bravery, and it's more of the people that were brave enough to actually try the new technology. Just like people in the past complained about computers, and people that used computers were beating everyone without even a thought. So roughly when ChatGPT started gaining, or as they said, they gained 1 million users within 5 days with no ads, nothing, just word of mouth. 1 million users in 5 days. And so this is the people that created OpenAI, that worked on ChatGPT. This is the people that started using it first and that started making money first and that actually were learning about the technology first. And then after that, when ChatGPT 4 released and then the later models and people started talking more about it and other models from other companies, Gemini, Grok, all these companies started releasing their models, then it started to become mainstream, very, very popular. And this is the third stage is very popular, very mainstream. Maybe not mainstream to the level that the West world will teach it to in like schools. However, if you didn't know, China already started teaching AI to schools years ago. I'm pretty sure like a year or two ago. So it is so popular that it's starting to get taught in schools around the world. So that is stage 3. Stage 1 is people that worked on it, people that know it before it started getting popular, that worked on it, that created it. The second stage is people that were brave enough to try it, that heard about it, were curious. That would be people from the release of GPT 3.5 when it started gaining those million users in 5 days. Although it was very popular, it was just when it gained the million users in 5 days, it was maybe halfway between only the brave using it and mainstream. And so after a bit more time, it started becoming even more popular and then actually became mainstream where basically everyone uses it, and everyone that doesn't use it is statistically much less productive. Whether that is in construction or finance, it doesn't matter. You can find a way to use ChatGPT. Now, when you say it like this, it sounds very short. For example, Shopify also had a very, very long time between these two. I'm pretty sure. I'm just speaking out of rough memories, so you can fact check me after this. But I'm pretty sure Shopify was founded in the early 2000s, but it wasn't Shopify that we know today, but it was basically in between these two levels for the majority of its life. And then when it started getting popular, when it started monetizing YouTubers on YouTube, this is when it started becoming mainstream, and it became the billion-dollar company that we know it today. And the same thing happened with, for example, Photoshop. Now, people that created Photoshop and knew how to use it. They were the creators, Adobe, and a bunch of other companies, I'm guessing, started creating Photoshop and maybe video editing. And then when the Brave started using it, at this stage, there's always a lot of critique, because this is what we'll call the Brave people. And the Brave always have haters, because the haters are usually weaklings that aren't brave and that want to bully the brave so that they stop being brave. But the brave are being brave and try the new technology and find out it's really good. Most of them turn out to be trash, but stuff like OpenAI, ChatGPT, and Photoshop turn out to be really good. And so the brave start using it first, start making the most money, and start taking the most advantage out of the new technology. And after that, after it gets fact-checked like multiple thousand times, and it gets thousands or millions or however many reviews you want to say, then it starts becoming mainstream, where the general public starts using it. I think today, like, more than 10 million people use ChatGPT per day. I'm pulling these stats out of my ass. I'm just trying to give some perception, because if they can gain 1 million users in 5 days, that was in 2022 when ChatGPT 3.5 released. And so today, this should be a big difference, especially to how big AI has become. And maybe not 10 million ChatGPT itself, but definitely throughout all of the AI companies and industry. Absolutely, there's 10 million users, especially in the API and actually building and stuff like that.